Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you can hear me over the heat. Oh my gosh, got heat on the brain. My standing air conditioner. It is so very hot. We're back to the heat. Oh, we had a couple days of a little cooler, but it's back to the heat, and as weatherman said, the steaming August, which will be around the corner. So if we can just get through that into September. Gosh, I hope I make it that long. I tell you, this heat's really getting to me. But anyhow, I have a really big prayer request. My friend there, my friend who's battling pancreatic cancer that metastasized to his liver and had some, I think it's called ablation, whatever, something like that. Well, anyhow, he couldn't have any more done, so then he's back in the hospital again with some pretty serious complications. I know very well from my aunt and my cousin who died from pancreatic cancer. It's very horrible. I mean, they're all horrible, but it's terrible to see how much weight he has lost in just a few weeks. I remember with my cousin, I just couldn't believe I didn't get to go there. My cousin was in Canada, and I didn't have I don't have a passport, obviously. I don't travel, and I didn't have a special license, but seeing pictures I couldn't even recognize him, and my friend is getting very weak and thin, and I'm sure his wife was beside herself because cancer is a family disease. Sadly, I've been on the end of, watching people I love die. Like I said, my aunt in Canada, which was my mom who raised me, her sister. My biological mom, there was my aunt in Canada was oldest, and my aunt who I called mom who raised me, and the youngest was my mom who gave birth to me. But anyhow, it was all during the years I was going to nursing school when my aunt in Canada had pancreatic cancer, and my mom went 4 days a week to Canada and 3 days back here, and I was trying to juggle nursing school with 5 little kids, and I think I was pregnant too. Yep, number 6. So I've seen how horrible it is. It takes you quick. It's horrible. It's just horrible. So I can only imagine what my friend and his wife are going through. My cousin, like I said, I didn't get to go see him because of, the rules they changed, so there's no way to get over the border. He was too weak to come here, so we had our phone calls, which he was really too weak to talk. Very little I talked. I wrote some poems for him and sang some songs, and, he called me with advice. I don't know why everyone thinks I have advice. Like when we were in the grocery store the other day, a lady comes up and says, "Excuse me, ma'am, could you tell me which is a better Alfredo sauce?" Not a good accent, not a good imitation of Italian accent, but I definitely don't look Italian. But I don't know, I must have written on me that I know everything, because everyone comes up to me all the time, and I'm like, I don't really know, but I know my daughter loves Alfredo, and she gets this one here. I said, this is more expensive, this is cheaper, so I don't know if that means that tastes better. I've not tried any of them. They were the jar ones, so she said, "Oh, thank you so much, thank you." I felt like I didn't really do anything. And you could see Polly smiling, like, there goes Mom again. Of course, kept my distance, had my 2 masks on, did Polly. I'll tell you all about our shopping fiasco. But anyhow, so, I've been on the side, especially when my aunt was dying, and her sister, the one who raised me, couldn't handle it all, and trying to take care of my 5 kids. Working 3 jobs, going to nursing school. I don't know when I slept. And my mom just really was falling apart. And my cousin at the time, so my aunt got it first, and then he got it years later. My cousin couldn't even handle the look at his mom to go in. So I stepped in there, and all my kids were there. God bless them all. They were right there at her bedside, even, the little 1.5-year-old. So it was a horrible time. I just know how awful it is. And I can only imagine what my friend's wife's going through. I've been reaching out to both of them. I mean, there's not much I can do. I can't drive anywhere with, the thing going on in the world. It's not like I could go and sit with her in the waiting room, and she's got a lot of friends. I know him, and that I met her through him. But I call them the lovebirds. They just live life to the fullest. So if you can please pray for him. He's having problems, and I don't know what decisions I'll be making. So please pray. Please pray. I don't know what to say pray, because I know it's an awful disease, but just please pray. I literally couldn't stop thinking about them, and because I was thinking and crying and thinking, what could I do to help them? Besides, I always write to them both. More him lately than her. She seems to be, she's not answering, so I don't want to bother her, but I always say, keep on smiling, keep on laughing. And I just remember I used to say that to my son, my older son, when he had brain cancer at age 13. I would say that to him, and somehow if you just try to crack a smile or laugh, which may be hard in his case, but if you crack a smile, somehow you have the positivity come out of you, which is very, very important in fighting any kind of disease, especially cancer. So it's so nice when I see pictures with him smiling. They just went on a road trip a whole week and had a lot of fun, and let's just hope it was too much and he got dehydrated and these little things came up. But I sadly know that this is a cancer that it's I don't know if they watch my channel, so I'm not going to say, but anyhow, please pray for my friend. I'm sorry. It's just really hard to watch people suffer, because it reminds me of my family when I lost 2 people to pancreatic cancer, and my son's brain cancer, and now he's a nurse, he's doing well, but he's mad at me because I let them do the treatment to him. He was 13. What was I going to do? Say, no, don't do it? The doctor said to me, if I didn't allow, like, he had radiation with chemo, and then they wanted to do more chemo, and I thought it was okay because pretty sure they got it, and the doctor says, try me. He says, try me, try to not allow it. I'll take you to court and I'll win. And, when you have all this thrown at you and you lose your friends because everyone I guess they thought they could catch cancer from talking to me. I don't know, but it sucks. It hurts. It ruins families. It ruins your lives. It totally changes your lives. And I just think of his wife, what she's going through, and him, especially him. He's suffering so much. And they were they lived life to the fullest, and he worked at a TV station, and also he did DJing at the club I went to, and he DJ'd weddings and was looking forward to all the weddings. I think he was booked up until next year, and he did some dances in my daughter's school, and he's just a real great guy, and just to see him deteriorating, it's just really hard, especially when you feel helpless. There's nothing you can do. It's terrible. I don't even have a car I could rely on that I could drop off something like, the pie, that if I will ever make it, I would make it. Just something, anything. But please, if you could pray for him and his wife. And she wrote something about when he got the information, he said, it's in God's hands. So he said he's lived a good life, and whatever, it's in God's hands. So I really don't know what's going to happen, but if you can keep him in your prayers, and anyone else you want us to keep in your prayers, please write it down. I'm sorry, I tried to hold myself together, but it's really hard when you feel helpless, when you can't help people. So for now, just keep them both in your prayers. If anyone else is going through this awful battle of whatever kind of cancer, it just really sucks. So for now, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, smash that like button. It helps grow our channel. Be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through. Be kind to yourself. Do something nice for yourself. Life is way, way too short. You never know when something's going to get you. gonna take your health. Just live each day to the fullest. If you're crippled or disabled, or you can't, just read a book or draw a picture, color a book page in a coloring book. Or I've noticed even me with doing a puzzle with carpal tunnel and arthritis, it's hard, but you know what? Just try. If it's only a few pieces, just live life. And most importantly, stay safe. And thanks for stopping by, everyone. Have a great day.